Santa Cruz is a small coastal town in California. It's at the northern end of Monterey Bay. It looks like paradise. Look at that beach. Look at these mountains. Breathe that air. It's a place where the blind could go sightseeing. And then in recent years, it's become a place that's become more and more favored by the people over the hill in Silicon Valley, that being the people with money. Forrest Hayes started life in the Midwest, in Dearborn, Michigan, and he went out to Silicon Valley where everything was happening. He was hired by Google. He had 5 kids. And then one day, a friend of his emailed him a picture of a boat that was for sale, and a couple days later, he bought it. The 2 things he loved were his family and being on his boat. He called it escape. I think that some part of him really wanted to, like, taste that other side of life, that kind of darker side, wilder, more exotic side of life. On the night of November 22nd, 2013, Forrest Hayes was on his yacht, and he didn't come home that night. And his wife became concerned, and she called the captain they retained for this yacht. And he went and he got on the boat, and there's Forrest Hayes lying there dead. The detectives arrive, and they start looking at the scene, and it turned out he had in fact died of a heroin overdose. There was a visible injection mark in his arm, but they don't see drugs. But you do see 2 wine glasses. Detective 101, someone else has been there. And the question is who?
At that point, we realized that's our person. That's who we're going after.
157 time is 808.
What is the truth behind how Forrest Hayes died? How did he find himself in this situation, in this position that took his life? Who was on that boat?
Then they're looking around and they see there's cameras. There was indeed somebody else there. A very beautiful, dark-haired woman. They note that she has these tattoos. And they also probably figured that Forrest didn't meet her, like, you know, at parent-teacher night. This is Alex Tickleman.
Do you think Alex Tickleman knew that Forrest Hayes was dying right there in front of her?
I don't see how she didn't know.
Detectives then discovered that this was not the first time Alex Tickleman had been with somebody who died of a drug overdose.
Is this woman a cold-blooded killer?
She's a killer, and she certainly was cold.